Hi everyone, I hope you all. This is CoinsKid. I'm just going to dive into Cardano once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. Thank you for liking the videos and thank you for sharing the content as well and your subscription on YouTube. So, right now, I'm going to say VeChain. I do apologise. I probably won't be on tomorrow. I won't be. I don't think I'll do any videos tomorrow because my grandmother's funeral. Okay, and I'll probably have a couple of days off. But I'll be back. Don't worry, I'll be back. But I know a lot of people don't see the videos and start to panic and think I've left the country or something. But I will be back. I like doing these videos for people and keeping people updated, and we're building an amazing community. So I will be back, but I'll probably have a little break. So right now, Cardano is broken out this key level resistance here, essentially this W bottom pattern. Hopefully we can retain some kind of support here. We are melting through this, okay, this 160 on the daily right there. So that initially is going to be a key level support for me. I do think if you come back to it, that'd be a fantastic entry point, okay. You backtest resistance, backtest and turn it into support is golden. You want to see that on your progression, and when you start to go up the stairs, you do something like that, okay, which is amazing. If you start to do that, that's where you come back down. Do you understand that? I've taught you that, and this is why we've come up all the way back down there and come back down there, because we melted through that on the daily. We never backtested it support, that particular level of resistance just there. So, you will probably potentially run into that, coil up, come back, create some kind of, bull flag or something like that, and that could be an absolute brilliant entry point at 160 if you've missed the train here, okay. And if you're sort of looking for a confirmation that the trend is broken, because at the minute you're in a downtrend, and like I said to you so many times, the trend is your friend until the end. Break the trend, make a new friend, and right now you consolidated, hopefully found a low which we gave you, okay, which is that low just there, and hopefully right now we can start to come back upstairs, hold key levels of resistance and start to melt faces, okay. Not too aggressively though, that's what you don't want to see. The RSI in the floor down there, like I said to you so many times, it doesn't like to hang around down there for too long, outside that purple bone, outside that purple zone, anything under 30, you need to think about your position in Cardano effectively if you've not got one. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, it's basically picking up. When you look at the rest of the market, it's pretty flat, isn't it? Everything's retracing because Cardano's been coming down, it's been consolidating. Pretty much everything is retracing at the moment to a key level support for continuation of their trends that are in, which is obviously an uptrend. But right now, if you start to look out and zoom out, this is what I will say to you, if in doubt, zoom out. You're still looking healthy, because just here you're creating these beautiful high lows and high highs, and you're coming upstairs, boom, 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 boom. Do you see that for Cardano? So you've lost no key level support here at the moment for Cardano. This is a key level support. This sort of cluster down there is consolidation. If you do start to come down here, lose that, then that's quite negative. But you are holding a key level support in a minute for the continuation of the trend, which is an uptrend, and we are in a bull market at the moment for crypto. We are until we're not, I suppose. We're not seeing anything to say that we're not in a bull market. Do you understand that? When it comes, I will hopefully deliver that message to you, because everything will start to be extremely overextended. If we look at a couple of indicators here that I keep an eye on, okay, we've got the crypto fear and greed index, that is not overextended. That's not an extreme greed. This is what you tend to see, this bar all the way up here, an extreme greed, and that's extreme FOMO. For me, coupled with this indicator here, this CBBI, I'm looking at that to get to 90 plus, and I do think that we're coming this bull market, and I do think at that point you don't need to be a rocket scientist, to think about your position in crypto and taking some profit off the table. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for, and I've gone through this with you before, this CBBI. I'm looking for it to come back up here, because historically this particular chart is absolutely amazing, okay, the CBBI. I'm going to try and develop my own sort of indicators, because I've got so much that I could just throw into one. So I'll need some time off making videos and do some coding, basically. So right now, you're coming upstairs, look at that, boom, called the top, called the bear market bottom, bull market top, bear market bottom. Imagine going back down there in December 2018, which I remember really well. I remember that time. And, slowly but surely, the past few years, you've been coming up the stairs, making these peaks, and you can see you've got wave 1 high, wave 2 pullback, wave 3 high, wave 4 pullback, and right now you're putting in the legs for wave 5, okay, because Elliott wave theory, I've explained that with you before. So for me, I'm looking for this blue to go all the way up here to 90 plus, and at that point, I do think, whatever your position, think about your position, basically. Again, nothing to say is financial advice, okay? So, Cardano's breaking out here, it's doing well. We would technically, okay, I did say to you, potentially break out of this and run straight into that 2.36 just there at 171. So you can see, and the 55 and the 20 EMA, sorry, on the daily. So you can see from there to there, it's a lovely little pump, okay, and you are running into it at the moment. So if you continue to hit your head on the 20, I would imagine you're going to start to retrace, come back to a key level support, and that would be an amazing level of support, the $1.60 mark just there. you know, and coil up like this, create some kind of bull flag, come up to that resistance, start to break that resistance, and I do think that that's a precursor to potentially putting in a brand new impulsive wave, and you begin to retrace all the way up these fibs like this, taking out the high, and at that point that's where you put in that impulsive break, and then you start to go back up the stairs there for Cardano moving forward. So hopefully we found a low for you. Okay, so that's just a quick little update for you on Cardano. Let's have a look on the 4-hourly time frame. So looking at the 4-hour, you can see, you know, in fact you have melted for it in the 4-hour as well, you know, because sometimes you can see it on the daily, but if you zoom on the 4-hour you've done something like that. So but on the 4-hour, this is giving more confidence to the fact that I do think you might potentially come back down to that retest of support just there. Okay, look, you came all the way down to that W bottom and you got your wick off it yesterday. Boom, 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 boom. That was some kind of broadening channel, that was. Look at that. And you've basically broke out and come up and you're getting back above the EMAs. Now, like I said to you yesterday, I think, you know, with these EMAs here, you can see you're almost forming this buy and go to the beat signal. Okay, so if it starts to come up and comes back, this would be a fantastic entry point in these EMNs. And equally, you know, this neckline of this W bottom pattern that you formed on the daily time frame. And like I said to you yesterday, the last time you formed a bullish cross, a buy and go to the beat signal on the 4-hourly time frame after such a massive capitulation here, where you was in the floor on the daily, you know, was this event just there, you know, and look at that. You came up, fell back into support, and then you was gone ski, you know, and you're putting that huge impulsive break right there. For Cardano, around about 140%, I think it was, wasn't it? And we looked at that yesterday. So, you know, it is breaking out basically. You're doing well, but to get the confirmation here, you know, potentially you could look at this. Okay, this will be some quick little pattern that's beginning to form here for Cardano, something like this. Okay, so you've got on the 4-hour, you've got a left shoulder, you've got a head, you come back like this, come back up, you've got your right shoulder, break that level resistance, boom, break out there, see you later, you're gone ski, and you're up the stairs for Cardano. So that's basically a quick little update for you. You know, if you're sitting in the wings and waiting for an entry point, I do think that this could offer a fantastic entry point, 160 moving forward, because the retracement will come. You know, so take care everyone, hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Back soon with an update on Cardano. Bye bye.